Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to Sunhaven by Pixel Sprout Studios. This is the game that I am transitioning to after a week long of demo games that aren't out yet, but hopefully will be out sometime later this year to get into. We are going to start Sunhaven. It is very much like Stardew Valley, which I've done some Stardew and Chill on my channel before, mostly when I finish up something without much else to do. We bop around on my little farm, but today we're gonna do something new. And at some points, I'm going to have friends along with me. So we will be starting a journey for a multiplayer farm. And when my friends are able to come join me, they will do so. Some of which you guys have seen in my chat. Dragon, we've even raided a couple of times. He will be with us on occasion, but I only expect to have 4 friends, but I'm going to leave myself room in case of other friends. We are going to share the money just so that I always have funds to be able to do things while my friends are unable to join me. But yeah, we are gonna start a thing. And as much as today they're not likely to come in, on other days, definitely we will have all that up and running, and hopefully they will jump in when they can. But with all of that said, it's time to start our characters so we can get our farm ready for our friends. So the thing about Sunhaven that Stardew Valley does not do is that there is races. We get to have a cutesy little character which is of a different race. There are, of course, some presets that we can play with, but I always like to customize mine. So today is all about customization, getting our farm ready for friends, and stuff like that. So, human, of course, is what I am in real life, what I assume most of my friends are as well. And they are... each race has its own little perks, so to speak. So humans are resourceful and ambitious. Humans have worked to emerge as one of the most prominent races in the world. A legacy of defying the odds and overcoming every obstacle is the birthright of this industrious race, which is also true in real life. Humans carry the uncanny desire not to just meet expectations, but surpass them. Also true in real life. This can be for good or for evil, unfortunately. They begin the game with the expert crafter effect. They are a natural leader in crafting skills, including the crafting speed of yourself and fellow players. So they get crafting speed, which, let me tell you, is very useful. Let's see. We have elves. Elves are one of the oldest races in the world, as they are in many fantasy worlds, and are mystically attuned to the flow of life energy around them. Friends to all plants and animals, they are most at home in forests. However, younger members of this race are now spreading out into the world and creating villages where elves have never been seen before. Ooh, how ambitious of them. Likely a human. The elven description is really boring. I agree, Trav. Clearly, the creators of this game are all humans. But elves begin with the game with Elven Eyes effect. Your keen elven eyes detect movement with peerless accuracy, increasing damage while wielding crossbows. So if we want to up our damage with a ranged weapon, elves are the way to go, apparently. We could be a demon. Cunning and resourceful, demons are creatures of darkness. They thrive in the shadow of night and are driven by their appetite for strength. For what is life's purpose if not to maintain power? This is the demon's creed. You know, this is starting to sound pretty biased too. They begin the game with Shadow Rush spell, allowing you to tap into your feral demonic ferocity to temporarily increase movement speed. So if we want to go fast, if we want to zoom, demons are the way to go. It doesn't make a lot of strength. Say, you know, an appetite for strength, I don't know what that means either. Maybe they're all into dommy mommies. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Angels. If we got demons, we got angels. With grace unmatched, angels are beacons of light in the darkest skies. They act as watchers of the world and chronicle the history of everything they see. While not every angel holds to the exact same principles, whatever path they choose they will walk with complete devotion. They begin the game with the miracle spell, allowing you to call upon an angelic miracle to restore health to yourself and nearby players. So if we want to be a healer, Angel is the way to go. They heal people. I end up being a cleric and a lot of the time in my D&D campaigns. Lately, this has not been the case. One, because I DM one of my D&D campaigns, and the other one I'm playing a bard. But still, I am the party healer as my bard, so I end up doing a lot of healing. Maybe I should just come to terms with the fact that I am obviously the healer, the mom cleric of the party, regardless of class, and just be an angel. But there's also the Amari. The origins of the Amari exist only as unfounded myth. What is known is that the Amari are strongly linked to their primal spirits, making them loyal allies who are in touch with the wilds of the world. AKA, if you want to be a furry, here's one of your options. You begin the game with the primal nature effect. Your animal instincts grant your attacks a small chance to restore health. So if I want to be very fighting, or rather adventurer minded in my build, the Amari might be the way to go. The obviously human rider has a purity kink, it seems. I know, indeed. Way to say nothing at all about a race. It's the same as elves, but less informative. I agree, Trav, I agree. That isn't to say that they aren't really cute, though. Elemental. Ooh, elemental. The oldest of all races. Hey, I thought one of the oldest. Okay, so the elementals are older than elves, but they're like the two old races. Elementals exist as ethereal beings with bodies of whipping flame or flowing water. All that is known about them is that they are the result of nature's chaotic elements mixed with strange and powerful magic. It is thought that the elementals alive today are the same that have existed for all time, since they seem to have no natural lifespan. They just exist for a long time. You begin the game with the Elemental Tap spell. Your natural ties to the elements allows you to restore mana to yourself and nearby players. So if you want to go the more wizardy, magey path, Elemental is kind of the way to go. Of course, the default Elemental is a Fire Elemental, but you can change that. Any all the major 4 elements, I think, are viable for elemental sprite. And then last but certainly not least are the Naga. The Naga are a secretive race living underground for generations to keep their culture unspoiled by outside influence. Because they have hid from the surface for so long, they have learned most everything about subterranean living. Survival is the keystone of their culture. Begin the game with the mermaid's touch effect. Naga are naturally familiar with the habits of sea creatures, increasing the sweet spot while fishing. So if you want to play a fisherman, Naga is the way to go. How snake people and fish people connect, I don't know. But apparently there is a connection in the mythology of Sunhaven. So here we are. Interesting trivia, a lot of players are frustrated with the elementals because they have no real support by the devs. Imagine that every race gets some special stuff in the game, but these ones just don't. Nice, they live underground, totally underground, all the underground, and their racial ability is aquatic? The oceans, totally makes sense. Yeah, no. Definitely, you could tell that some of these races are rushed and some of them are not when they were being developed. I personally have no real desire to be a Naga, as cute as they are. Elementals, not really my thing, and considering the interesting trivia that Trav brings up from the discussion boards of Sunhaven, I will probably pass on them, but I wasn't super interested. anyone who really knows me knows that I'm a cat, so I would definitely choose Amari for the aesthetic, if nothing else. But there are other ways of going about that, and I mean, functionally, Angel is sort of like I'm a healer. I don't know what to tell you. Even when I play a creepy bard, I'm a healer. It's just what I do. Um, Elves are always popular, but I'm not super in love with crossbows, to be honest. If I really wanted, like, if I'm really honest with myself, I do like to be able to get to places quickly. In my biggest struggle in Stardew Valley is that for such a long time you are set at such a slow pace, and especially in the beginning of the game, when you are still trying to build up and build up and build up, being so slow to get anywhere, to get anything done, just feels like a grind. So maybe that movement speed boost would be a boon to me, because that is one of my biggest problems. But like, expert crafting speed is very important in this game, and being able to speed up crafting does mean that you are more quickly able to make things and therefore get things done. So yeah, only if you're fighting a lot, which, I mean, the base race, like, I know that in this you can upgrade all of the skills in the game independently. So like, unlike with Stardew Valley where you have to pick paths, you can just have all the perks of everything at the end point of the game. In Sunhaven, this is something I already know in advance, so I'm not super worried about the racial perk, essentially. It is what it is. So I'm open to letting chat weigh in on what they would like to see me play, but I'm probably more likely to go Angel or Amari myself. Yep. But like, I'm not trying to min-max this. I'm just trying to play to enjoy myself, so I'm not going to worry about what the community at large think of the particular builds. I know that there are, for as long as this game has been out, there's a lot of discussion on what the devs could do better, what they really need to focus on in the patches. There's a lot of division in the community over support from the devs as it is, and I understand that the devs are to some extent motivated by more money so they can continue doing what they do. We're just gonna have a chill playthrough, guys. We're just gonna have fun. We're gonna have some friends every once in a while. It's gonna be great. So what do we want to play? That's the question at hand. All good points, Trav, but let's see what would be fun to play. Like, let's not even take into account the racial perk ability. Let's just take into account what would we want to see being played every day for as long as I play Sunhaven, because I will not be changing my character once this is started. This is the character. And we start here at, race. Interesting. A number of people play as human because the sprite is smaller and doesn't hide as much background stuff as some do. I mean, that's true. They don't have as many extra options, like wings and stuff. As much as they are optional, are extra pixels on the screen to hide things behind. That is a valid point, honestly. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with Amari and just be my furry self. Let's do it. So we've got some options. We could be a kitty cat. We could be a puppy pup. We could be a bird. We could be aquatic. We could be a reptile. You know, this is the way to live out your dragony dreams. um, that's a weird platypus. Well, it doesn't have the wings on yet. Like, it's a beaked person with a tail until you put wings on it. But yeah. We could do a pupper dog. I'm inclined to go cat just because I love cats. I will be... I'm gonna try to do black cat just because that's my shtick, guys. We're gonna go black cat. Now, I am, you know, a basic white person in real life, so no offense to people of actual skin color. My skin color is closer to slightly pinkish ghost more than anything else, unfortunately. But we're gonna go with a black cat sort of flair for this one. So let's get some cute hair. Interesting. As those of you who've been here for a long time know, my favorite color is purple. So here we are. I like styles with braids. That's cute. This is kind of curly cues. Ooh. Interesting. There we go. Although this is super cute. Oh, that's cute too. I don't know. They did some cute hairstyles. I will say that. Honestly, some of these are cuter than like Sims 4 hair. Very like anime inspired, obviously, but that's cute. I would love to be able to like spin it around and see it from all four sides, but this is what it is. We could do fun buns. Ooh, this one comes with a cute little bow. How cute is that? This is gonna take me forever. This is my hair in real life. Sometimes it's this, actually. My hair in real life. Ooh, we could do druidic braids. I think it's funny that they call this style druidic braids, because that's primarily what you see. I do kind of like curly bun. Puts it up and out of the way. This one also makes me happy. I'm gonna go with this one. Yep, swept curls. I'm gonna go with swept curls. I think it's cute. Alright, we got eyes. This is fine. We could do cat eyes, I suppose, but I kind of like predator. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this one's not bad. No, absolutely not. Nope, I'm gonna go with Predator. That's what we is. It's fine. Let's see here. What do we currently have on? Kitty Whiskers. Kitty Whiskers Light. Okay. Smooth Whiskers. Teefs. Mischievous. We could have a full-on muzzle. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I kind of like the kitty muzzle. I think that's cute. The little pink nose. Yep. That's for me. Alright. Let's actually work on our head first. So we currently don't have any ears on. This is what we were given at the presets area, but we can have different kinds of kitty ears depending on what kind of cat we want to be. What the vibe is. I think I liked Perked. This is very Black Cat vibe. Yeah. There are no wings, even though wings are an option. Strange. And now we can pick our tail, which we will definitely do a Black Cat tail. We can do one side or the other. We can do a bushy tail. We can have a ribbon. We can have a bristle tail, a tabby cat tail, a cutie curl, which you can't hardly see because of the hair. Oh, a feather duster. Gross. It's interesting that this is the only tail, the default tail is the only tail that's on that side of the cat. Which I think I'm going to keep that way, because that way I've got long hair on one side of the face and then a tail on the other side, and that kind of balances out. I think that's super cute. All right, time to do clothes. Pants or skirt? I think generic pants are the cutest color purple. And that does not mean we can't wear a dress. It just means that the dresses look silly. That's kind of cute. Actually, kind of like the stripes, but if we want to go samey, no, I like the striped shirt. I think that gives enough black cat with purple accent sort of vibe. So this is where we're at. Profession. Profession is actually much more important than racial ability, all things considered. So depending on what you are going to play Sunhaven with an emphasis on, your profession will certainly apply. Now, as I have mentioned before, it is, to my knowledge, not that I've played this game extensively, really. I've only just, like, checked it out, talked to friends with it, but you can learn all of the skill perks of all the skills, so you're never, like, locked out of anything. It's not like Stardew Valley where there are paths that lock you out of certain options. It's just a matter of whatever your profession you take will give you an advantage in a specific set of skills, and whatever profession you take will be kind of where you need to focus your efforts to really get a start in the world. So the options are, of course, the default is farmer. You start the game off with tomato seeds, potato seeds, onion seeds, and 400 coins to get you started farming. There's Orchardist. I don't even know if that's a word. But you start off with apple seeds, apples, blueberries, and a bit more coinage. Primarily because apple or trees generally take longer days to grow. So 8 days growth versus 6 days, 5 to 6 days. And they have 4 stages of growth for 8 days each. So, yeah, but after they've grown, you get 1 fruit a day, period, at the end. So there is only one true profession, that is baker. No other even approaches the versatility of the ability to create a humble loaf of bread or the ostentatious chocolate gâteau. Understood, Trav. Thank you for the feedback. But yeah, so there's also Rancher, where you start with chickens and a name tag to name your chicken. Some food for them and some coins. There is the Explorer profession, where you get